Hello, this is Keith Bailey coming at you. It's that time of year, guys. It's that time of year coming up. Um, I haven't done this in a while, recorded, and usually my laptop is crap, so it's the kind of laptop that'll stop recording at any time. So I'm gonna get through this. I'll be really lucky if I get to 14 minutes. I'm gonna start with the AFC, which means I gotta get uh, my information. It's all the way tucked in back here. Hope everyone is doing well. Alright, prediction time. For the record, where are they? Alright. Oh, there they are. For the record, the last 2 years I've done this, the two teams that have picked to go to the Super Bowl each year have all four of them went on to the at least the conference championship game. So my predictions aren't too far off when it comes to Super Bowl. Um, I picked the Broncos and the Seahawks last year in the Super Bowl, or not last year, the year before that. I was right. And I picked Packers, Colts. Both of those teams made it to the championship game last year. Let's go. I'm going to start with the AFC. I'm going to start with the North. Fourth place team. I have to. I'm sorry. I think the Browns go 5-11. It's like they're almost starting over again. They don't have Brian Hoyer. They have Johnny Manziel. They have McCown. McCown can surprise. He proved that when he was with the Bears. But I see the Browns being another subpar team this year. 5-11. That's my pick for them. My third place team, the Bengals. You can only have so many chances to make it to the playoffs and not win a game. Your window of opportunity is only so big. And the Bengals still have their window of opportunity. It's still open. I mean, they have young talent on their team. And they still have Marvin Lewis. But the thing is, there always is that one season where you just don't play up to expectations. And I think that'll be this year. I think the Bengals go 8-8 and they miss out on their fifth straight playoff appearance. They still have AJ Green. He's easily one of the best wide receivers in the game. Defense is still pretty good. They weren't as good last year as they were a couple years ago, but this is still a formidable team with a lot of solid pieces in play. But 8-8. Your second place team in the AFC North and your 5 seed in the playoffs will be the Baltimore Ravens. I have them at 10-6. They're a solid team. Joe Flacco, Jim Harbaugh, they have the pieces in place. I mean, had they not blown two 14-point leads to the Patriots, they're sitting in the championship game playing the Colts in a game which I think the Ravens might have won. Call me crazy. Sorry, Poetic Kid. I don't know what it is, but something is telling me that if the Ravens made it to the championship game, they were going to beat the Colts. I don't know what it was. It was a gut feeling. But regardless, they didn't. They lost to the Patriots, as they should have. You blow two 14-point leads, you're supposed to lose. Simple as that. I have the Ravens at 10-6. They're in the playoffs. I have them as the 5 seed. Yeah. I mean, they're consistent year in and year out. They still chug along. And that leaves your division winner is the Steelers. I know it's so predictable. A lot of people are predicting the Steelers to drop off. A lot of people. And something's telling me they're not going to. Something's telling me they're going to be pretty good. The defense is still susceptible, but that offense is nasty, and they're going to win in shootouts this year because their defense isn't what it was. And I think it carries them. I think they're 11-5, and I think they're a 2 seed. I think 11-5 is enough to be a 2 seed next year. Call me crazy, but I think the Steelers are a 2 seed. I mean, that's the way I feel about it. I don't want them to be. I'm not a big Steelers guy, but I think the Steelers will be 11-5, and they're your 2 seed in the playoffs. Ben Roethlisberger, Le'Veon Bell, and Antonio Brown. That's all you need. Now to the East. Your fourth place team in the East I know they made, well, every team in the East made adjustments, but Miami will be in 4th place. I think they're going to go 6-10. This is going to be a tough division. 6-10 will be the last place team in this division. They got Ndamukong Suh. May have overpaid a little bit, but they're still a solid team. And Ryan Tannehill, I think he's a year away. He's playing in a very tough division right now. I think the AFC East has the potential to. There's a little handing of the torch from the NFC West to the AFC East, I think, and that's the way I feel about that. The Dolphins will be 6-10, and that's that. 3rd place, we have the Jets. They've made many changes to their team. I think they'll finish at 7-9 this year. So right around the middle of the pack. Their defense is going to be nasty, especially the secondary. Oh my goodness. All these teams made changes on the defensive side of the ball in the AFC East. And the Jets, oh my goodness. They revamped. They got Brandon Marshall. Geno Smith, that's the one question mark. If the Jets had a quarterback like a Andrew Luck or like a Ben Roethlisberger, this team would be a Super Bowl caliber team. They have Geno Smith throwing the ball. That is their problem. I'm not a Geno Smith fan, and I don't think he's good. That's the way I feel about him. 7-9, Jets. You're a quarterback away. Your second place team in the AFC, and your 6th seed in the playoffs. That's right, Bills fans. I've been critical of your team for the last 2 years. I think they finally do it. I've been very critical of them in my last couple videos. I think they finally get over the hump. I think they get to 10-6. I think they're the 6th seed in the playoffs. They just squeak in. And it's the same kind of deal as the Jets, only the Bills are, I think their quarterback situation is a lot better than the Jets. Matt Castle is better than Geno Smith any day of any week of any month of any year. I mean, let's face it. I think Matt Castle should be their guy because when Matt Castle was with the Patriots, he played well. When he was with the Chiefs, he played well. He went 10-6 one of the seasons with the Chiefs. When he has a supporting cast around him, he plays like Alex Smith. Alex Smith from 2011 on. But we'll see what happens. I think the Bills go 10-6, and I think they're your 6th seed. And your 1 seed, unfortunately, I don't think it changes, but it's going to be a closer division race. I think the Patriots get in at 10-6 as well. But the Patriots, I think, will have the tiebreaker for division wins. 10-6 for the New England Patriots. The 4 seed. Yeah, Tom Brady, he's out. We'll see. Bill Belichick's still a hell of a coach, regardless of how much he cheats. I mean, you can't fault the way he is as a coach and getting his players ready, as much as I dislike the guy. But hey, what can you do, huh? To the West, the Oakland Raiders. I think they up a win from last year. I think they go 4-12. It's Derek Carr's sophomore season in the NFL. He's got Amari Cooper to throw to now, and I think the offense will be a lot better. I think this team will be much better than what they were last year. It just won't show in the record because they play in the AFC West. That's all I have. I mean, they're the Oakland Raiders. Do I need to say more? I mean, I know there are teams that change and get better or go from worst to first. I don't think anyone's placing money down on Oakland though. I'm not. So 4-12. Your 3rd place team. They're in here, I swear. The San Diego Chargers. I think they go 7-9. Phillip Rivers stays with them. I think they have an I think they're They had their window of opportunity last year, and they blew it by losing to backups against Kansas City. Chargers go 7-9. 2nd place team is Kansas City. I think they go 8-8, so right in the middle. They're a solid team. They're a West Coast offense team. You're not going to see Alex Smith hurl that ball downfield. He's gonna either dump it off to Jamal Charles or do what he can. He does have a new weapon to play with though in Jeremy Maclin, so we'll see how that works out for him. It should be a lot better. But Kansas City will go 8-8, and then that leaves your division winner. I know this is terrible. It's way too predictable. The Denver Broncos. However, Broncos are going to go 11-5. That is not your typical Peyton Manning season. 11-5. I think it's going to be a sketchy 11-5. I think they get in this 3 seed because I think they lose the tiebreaker to the Steelers, which means I think the Steelers will beat the Broncos later this year. I think Denver goes 11-5. Peyton Manning, which Peyton Manning will show up? Is he getting too old? All these questions surrounding him. But they're still one of the best teams in the league just because they have 18 back there throwing the ball. And I think it leads them to another division title. I mean, your division titles in the AFC are, for 3 of those 4 divisions, are pretty cut and dry. The only one that's questionable is the AFC North, and you could throw Cincinnati, Baltimore, or Pittsburgh in that top slot, and very few people are going to question your motive as to why, because it makes sense for all 3. But Denver will win the division, and they will be the 3 seed. And now we go to the AFC South. Your 4th place team will be the Jacksonville Jaguars. Watch out for them in 1 year. That's all I'm going to say. Not right now, but I think they go 4-12. But I think they lose many close games. That's not even. They're a year away. Something's telling me that it's gonna be their time. We'll see. Maybe it could be this year. Who knows? But remember this, prognosticators. Remember this. It could be this year. It could be next year. It will be one of these 2 years. The Jaguars will win at least 8 games. I guarantee it. They're building something. They go 4-12 this year, but I think they're on the right track. That's my take with them. My boys, Tennessee. I said it already. I'll say it again. 6 wins is perfect for them. That is exactly how many wins I think they're going to get. No more, no less. 6-10. That's what I think they're going to do. Marcus Mariota needs to sign, for God's sakes. I'm sure he'll get signed. I hope he does. I mean, I'm not really too concerned about it. But new rookie quarterback, revamped defense. We don't have Lady Ray Wilson defending the ball anymore. It's now Parrish Cox, unless we're in a nickel set. And I'll take Parrish Cox over Lady Ray Wilson any day. We got Denoris Cersei now. So, and Brian Orakpo and Dick LeBeau. So our defense will not be ranked 30th in the league next year. I don't think it. I mean, I could always be wrong. This is the Titans we're talking about. But with Dick LeBeau, Brian Orakpo, Derek Morgan, Jarrell Casey, Jason McCourty, I think I said Brian Orakpo already, Denoris Cersei. I don't see our defense being 30th in the league. That's just my take. The offense is a different story. With a rookie quarterback, you never know how that offense is going to run. But we're deep at the wide receiver position. We don't have many big names. We got Kendall Wright, Justin Hunter, Beckham, Green Beckham. We got Green Beckham, Harry Douglas, and I'm having major brain farts today. Harry Douglas and Hakeem Nicks. I mean, that's a deep wide receiver core right there. It's not any real stud players, but I'll take it. We'll see what happens, but 6 wins. The second place team is the Texans. 8-8. Again, here's another team, just like the Jets, just like the Bills. Only I think the Bills are better, and they're a quarterback away. What can I say? That's all it is with the Texans, is that they're a quarterback away. 8-8. J.J. Watt, you're a beast. And then your division winner, pretty cut and dry, and your 1 seed, the Indianapolis Colts, go 13-3. I think they steamroll this league. and they have made changes to be able to contend for a title. I mean, they've gotten closer and closer every single year. Andrew Luck's been in the league. I think they go 13-3. I think they're the 1 seed, and I think they win this division easy. But that's your AFC predictions. Now I'm going to do playoff predictions. Your 1 seed is the Colts. Your 2 seed is the Steelers. Your 3 seed is the Broncos. 4 is the Patriots. 5 is the Ravens. 6 is the Bills. We're going to start with our first matchup. We got the Buffalo Bills traveling to take on the Denver Broncos. If this game was in Buffalo, I'd pick the Bills. But this is in Denver we're talking about, and Peyton Manning doesn't really lose wild card games, especially to teams that haven't been in this much of a spotlight since '99. I think the Broncos take this game, but I think the Bills keep it close. Buffalo just getting to the postseason is a huge victory. I think they keep it close, but I think Denver will get the win. Peyton Manning has more experience in the playoffs than anyone who's on the Bills combined. It's that simple. Broncos win. And then you get a juicy matchup that you tend to see every single year. It just played out that way when I did my picks. You got the 5-seeded Ravens taking on the 4-seeded Patriots. I think the Ravens get revenge. I think New England goes down in Foxborough. Ravens win. And next up, we have the Broncos traveling to take on the Steelers. Speaking of revenge, I think the Broncos get revenge because, like I said earlier in this picks video, I think the Steelers beat the Broncos this year. But in the playoffs, I think Denver starts coming alive here. I think Pittsburgh goes down because you can't have that much inability to play defense against Peyton Manning. I mean, that's just the way I see it. But Denver will be in the championship game, and then you have the Ravens traveling to play Indianapolis. Remember how I said last year I had a feeling the Ravens would have beaten the Colts? Well, that was last year. This year, I don't think there's much of a chance. I like the Ravens and all, but Indianapolis, I think they kill the Ravens. I think they shoot the bird in the sky and then they stab it 6 times with a double-edged sword. I don't know. My gut is telling me that this will be like a 62-7 kind of deal, kind of like Miami back in '99. Who were they playing? Miami and the Jaguars. The Jaguars beat the Dolphins. I think it was 62-7. It was something like that, or it was the Seahawks back when they were in the AFC. But I digress. I think Indianapolis gets the win. And then you had a 3-seed, 1-seed matchup for the championship game. Both of these teams I picked to go to the Super Bowl in the last 2 videos for predictions. Super Bowl 47, or no, Super Bowl 48, Super Bowl 49. Who will get it this time? Denver's luck runs out. Peyton somehow can't beat Andrew Luck in Indianapolis. I think the Colts finally get over the edge, and for the 2nd year in a row, I am picking the Indianapolis Colts to make it to Super Bowl 50. That is my picks video. I am shocked I went 18 minutes without this video crapping the bed on me. Indianapolis will make the Super Bowl. Thank you for watching as always. I will have my NFC videos up possibly later tonight. I'll let you guys know, but thanks for watching and peace out.